All right, everybody, so listen up real quick. So remember to get into this file, go to File, go to Download. Also, see if you can make a copy if you're logged into your Google account too. That may also help. Make a copy. Yeah, make a copy. That way it goes to your Google Drive. Okay. Now, the other way you can also do this is going to be just copy and paste the whole thing, but we good. Let's get into this contextualization, all right? So we are now, remember, this month is now where y'all going to really start hitting hard your DBQs. Do not be confused. You're still doing SAQs too. Y'all do at least 2 to 3 SAQs a week. You see, I got me on that. I want to make sure y'all are really going to be prepared for that portion of the AP exam. I'm also trying to record this, and I'm saying try because I do this all the time. It's a beautiful video, and then the audio don't work. But I'm also trying to record this for y'all to go back and look at, okay? All right, contextualization. Make sure you guys stay along with me. What is contextualization? First, it's only a few sentences of your essay. Contextualization should always be at the beginning of the essay. Is that right? Got me on that. In fact, everybody, you can. Please take out your DBQ rubric. Please take out your DBQ, not rubric, I'm sorry, take out your DBQ outline. And what y'all should notice in the outlines, the first thing I tell y'all to do is contextualization. Okay? So take out your DBQ outline. You're outlining throughout this whole class with me, okay? You're never going to write a full paper. But theoretically, you are actually writing a full paper because it's all there for you. All right, who got the outlines out? Great. So if you look at the outline, the first thing you're going to see is context, right? And I said 3 to 5 sentences. Very short. It sets the stage for your thesis. Is leading up to or the same period as the prompt. So based on the prompt of your DBQ, is that right? Got me on that? If your prompt is dealing with period 1, that's the period. Is that right? Got me on that? That's going to be age of expiration. If you're dealing with the prompt of period 4, you talk about New America, because now we get into Andrew Jackson, things like that. Is everybody with me so far? Please pay attention because y'all got to get this point. Then the last thing is going to influence what things kind of influence, what kind of things led up to it. So if you guys, so right now we're starting period 4 today in class. Everybody with me so far on this? When I give you your DBQ, you got to be able to draw as far as context. What things happened to period 1, 2, and 3 that led to now what we're talking about with this prompt? Is everybody got me on that? Is everybody with me on this? Yes, no? Now, what it is not a very vague sentence of the time period. It's not vague at all. Anytime y'all do something in this outline, it got to be specific. Is everybody got me on that? And notice, the context is not at the end, it's at the very beginning. Is everybody got me on that? What you're doing here in the context is going to be the same thing. It's a point for both the DBQ. It's also a point for the LEQ. Is everybody with me on that? And it's not a bad idea to kind of do it with the SAQ, but you ain't got to. Remember, SAQs get to the point and answer the question, right? But it is 1 point for both the DBQ and the LEQs. Everybody got me on that? Okay. It's not a narrative. You got to be specific here. You definitely want to try to use a whole bunch of evidence. You're not trying to quote things. It's all personal writing. Is everybody got me so far on that? Y'all with me? If you with me, clap once. Thank you. All right. And you also have it on the screen, but I need to see a little bit better. And you're not going to be mentioning any documents. So, in other words, if y'all looking at this outline, if you will make a note here, you are never using documents. Is everybody got me on that? It is only your words. Your words, no paraphrasing, no anything else. It is only your words. Is everybody got me on that? Is everybody clear? It's not very often I'm going to say your opinion. This is your opinion. Folks, do not, I'm being honest. When I get the report, I want to see everybody getting these 2 points. Everybody got me on that? You can fail the test. If you get these 2 points, I'll be happy with you. Is everybody clear there? Because we're constantly going over it over and over again. All right. So now, how should I write it? Maybe 1 or 2. That means, again, either you're doing 4 sentences or 2 sentences. Everybody got me on that? Which then it kind of aligns where I said 3 to 5. That's right there in the middle. Everybody got me on that? You have 1 sentence that gives you background information about the period relating to the prompt. And then you have 1 sentence that gives you maybe something being analyzed. So here's the example. Okay? If you look here, here's the prompt, right? The prompt says, evaluate the extent to which the Missouri Compromise fostered change in sectionist beliefs from 1812 to 1828. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Okay. So now, notice how I circled and told you what I was doing, right? So Missouri Compromise is going to be what I do for B. Does everybody got me on that? And then as far as sectional beliefs, that's going to be A. So Missouri Compromise is going to be, I'm going to give 1 or 2 background sentences on Missouri Compromise. Everybody clear there? And then I'm going to give 1 or 2 as far as background, talk about how sectionalism started. Maybe talk about 1812, War of 1812, to 1828, talk about different things that occurred as far as how making people start separating. This is dealing with the Civil War era. Everybody got me on that? What are some of the events that led to Civil War? We're not period 5. We're not there. We get to that part in November. That's the last section we do for this first half of the class. Everybody got me on that? Is everybody good? Questions on how I did this? And again, there's no bad questions. I just want to make sure you guys understand this. Because when I give you, because again, we got the inputs come back again. Make sure y'all good with this. Because I'm showing you that means I'm going to be a lot harder on the grading of it, don't it? So ask questions. It's only bad question when you didn't ask. So in that sense, the vocabulary, all you do is, okay, so give me a vocabulary word from them you learned. I don't care. Just give me a vocabulary. Huh? Renaissance. All right. So all I want you to do is again, I'm trying to get you, what I started out with, this is the basic thesis, topic and opinion, right? I need to move us up to the next point where I know y'all get your point. Everybody got me on that? So you got Renaissance. The Renaissance period was also because everybody was thinking, you're done. That's it. Huh? Yeah, I said the Renaissance, and again, I'm ad-libbing. The Renaissance period was also because this is when everybody started thinking differently. No, because I know you rank because you wrote it. You don't say because no. Yes. And this is the reason why. Let me get this. We're building up to that 1 or 2 sentences. I want y'all to get to the point where y'all just give me the topic and your opinion on it. Because then if we do that, we can go to the because of X, Y, Z. Yes. Because you make an argument. I'm saying the Renaissance was awesome because people start thinking. That's my opinion. Now, in theory, I'm going to go support that opinion with documentation, like with DBQ or LEQ because I know information. Everybody got me on that? We're moving to that point, but we're not there yet because I got to get y'all at least get that. Okay? That's when you rank in vocabulary. Now, here is my whole contextualization. Does everybody got me on that? Can I get somebody to read that for me? And y'all should have on your computers too. Can I get someone to read what I wrote for my exam? This is my contextualization paragraph. Can anybody read it for me? Thank you. Okay, how many sentences is that? 4 sentences. You can make an argument. Hear me on this, and I want you to tell me why. I can make an argument that 4 sentences is their thesis statement. But I want you to go back and think about this. The first 3 sentences, can y'all see what they did as far as the A and B? Background, they drew from background information, right? They made a claim, right? You can tell it's the student's own opinion, yes? Huh? And then if you look at the very last one, that's when they make an argument, right? The argument is now drawn back to the prompt. The prompt has to do with Missouri Compromise, yes? They're saying the Missouri Compromise, fact, it added Maine as a free state and Missouri as a slave state. Fact, right? But drew a latitude of lines separating the country by ideological beliefs. That's that student's argument. That's why I said I can argue that's a thesis statement. Follow? That kind of gets to what you were saying. Right now, all I want y'all to do is say the fact. Is it right clear there? Yeah. In your opinion. That's the next step I want us to get to by the end of this month. Y'all following me? Okay. Now, number 2, I want you to work together on. Is everybody got me on that? So Zed, let me get you to get into a group because I want you to kind of powwow with your group. I want y'all all to work together. I mean, so this group here should all have the same exact thing typed up. Is everybody clear there? This group, same thing. Everybody has the same thing typed up. But I want y'all to actively work together on it. So let's take 5 minutes, and I'm gonna see where you are. Is everybody got me on that? And of course, I say 5 minutes. I need to give you another 5. I will. I'm giving you a total of 10 minutes for this activity. Work together and go ahead now and do number 2 together. Okay? Go ahead. Number 2 together. Put both of your names on it. All right, people. If you can hear me, clap once. You hear me, clap twice. All right. So we just took about 10 minutes to work together. And let's come back together and see what y'all got. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some stuff because as I was writing on the board, I started remembering. So, what period are we talking about here? The colonial period. Is everybody got me on that? So this is going to be period 1 or 2, y'all. Who remembers? This is period 2. This is now period 2 for AP US history, right? All right, can you hit that light for me? All right, so ideas of self-government is supposed to be for B, right? And then we talk about British imperial authority for A, right? All right, what's another word for self-government? It's another vocabulary word. Solitary. Anybody remember solitary? It starts with an N. Yes, solitary neglect. If I got me on that. So what I'm showing y'all here is this. First off, everybody hear me? Quiet down. We are just coming off of a break, right? Yes? Y'all have not, and I took away your notebooks. You have had absolutely no idea or intention to do anything school related, right? And then I just threw this at you today, right? This is AP exam. This is going to happen. The way you feel right now is what's going to happen in AP exam. Everybody got me on that? The only difference is that hopefully that prompt is a DBQ, not LEQ. Everybody got me on that? DBQ, at least you can go look at documents to get ideas and remembering, right? So we know it's solitary neglect. So I'm going to skip real quick. Y'all see the second sentence says the British started to blank, right? Then it says American colonies had already established strong ideas of self-government through, guess what that through is going to be? What did I just tell y'all? Solitary neglect. There's no way I am not going to reference that. If I see self-government, I see 1700s, I'm immediately using solitary neglect. I'm going to make my readers very happy. Does everybody got me on that? Now, if you got something different, that's fine. I'm just telling you, me as a reader, that's what I'm looking at first, okay? So then I have here, American colonists had already established strong ideas of self-government through solitary neglect. After the British authority increased, ideas of self-government would also increase. I just kind of said it. So listen to it. After the British authority increased, ideas of self-government what? Also increase. We got 2 sentences. We're looking pretty good. Does everybody got me on that? So what I'm saying is that this is obviously more in this example, but if you got those 2 sentences, you're looking pretty good. Does everybody got me on that? You have obviously did some contextualization. Does everybody got me on that? Now, did you necessarily draw back? Not yet. But you still saying, hey, I'm using my own words. I was able to make that connection to solitary neglect. So we did good with B, right? Now, A is a little bit harder, isn't it? Especially if you get some with period 2, that means all you already draw from is period 1. And no, you can draw from anything else. You can draw from period 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Y'all give me on that? You can always draw. Excuse me. Yeah, help me out. From the start of the what? So is everybody here saying French Indian War? Yeah. Why? 1754. Now, people, I know y'all Googled it. You're not going to be able to Google it on the test. Does everybody got me on that? But you got to remember, there's only one war we cared about outside of the American Revolution and then the early period was either King Philip's War, which is also known as, I think, the French Indian War. I could be wrong here too, but we know that's the only thing we talk about. Does everybody got me on that? Mm-hmm. Now, you can call it the 7 Years' War. You really want to be fancy. But yeah, I will put that into from the start of the French and Indian War in 1754, the British authority in the American colonies became what? What y'all put? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups. What y'all put? What happened after that war? What happened to what's up? Yeah, so it says from the start of the French Indian War in 1754, the British authority in the American colonies became what? We already did the back end of it, so you should have a fighting chance. Huh? Did it become more or less strict? They became a little bit more. Because remember what happened after the French Indian War? They said you can't go, you couldn't, you just got, y'all killed for this land, right? You can't move there. That means strict. Do I got me on that? I would say strict. That's fine. Again, are you arguing here? Are you arguing here? This is argumentative, right? You arguing, so it's fine. Became more strict. And y'all, can you do me a favor? Don't try to sound college. Just talk the way you know. Okay, don't talk like you normally talk. I'm not gonna say that. But talk normal. Y'all follow me on that? You're gonna be stressed. You're gonna have you're already gonna be overthinking. You'll see all these other people. Some people might be some people like sleep. You have all these things going around you taking this test. You gotta stay within your own mind and stay tunnel vision. Do I got me on that? And it's just sound normal, okay? All right, so they became more strict. The British started to what? Yes, they started to pass numerous taxes, right? And I would probably put here, i.e., what's an example of one of those taxes? Stamp Act. Does everybody got me on that? Now, you didn't have to put Stamp Act, but it shows that you're understanding it. Does everybody got me on that? And congratulations, y'all just got a point. Give yourselves a round of applause. You just got a point. So the whole sentence now reads as this. And if you can't see me, I'm sorry. From the start of the French Indian War in 1754, the British authority in the American colonies became more strict. The British started to pass numerous taxes, i.e. the Stamp Act. American colonists had already established strong ideals of self-government through salutary neglect. After the British authority increased, ideas of self-government also increased. Grammar sucks, but you're not getting graded on grammar. Did I got me on that? You did everything. You did A, you did B. Congratulations. Everybody clear there? Does this feel a little bit better? You still got to practice it, right? But I'm asking, does this feel better than it was a month ago? Some might say yes, some might say no. But let me say this to you. The only way you get better is by practicing it. You cannot wait for Dr. Tidwell to make you do it. Does I got me on that? Because what I make you do is cost for a grade, right? Kind of too late at that point. But you got to do it by practicing. So here is what I'm going to ask you to do now. You have number 3. Notice how I'm gradually releasing you, right? So we did one. I did one totally by myself and read it out for you, right? Then we did one as a group. Did I got me there? Now, what I want y'all to do is numbers 3 and 4 on your own. But notice I'm still releasing you gradually. Here I gave you the prompt, and I told you what A and B is, right? Then I give you here just the prompts. You got to do A and B and then write the contextualization. Did I follow me on that? The only way you get better at something by doing it. So I got to have you do it. And I'm still kind of gradually releasing you. And what I want to do, don't worry about, now here's the catch. You can do number 4 or number 5 is your pick. Is everybody clear there? Do not do all 3. Everybody's doing number 3, and then you pick between 4 and 5. Do you do 4 and 5? If you want to do 4, do that one. If you want to do 5, do that one. I am asking you to try not to do it using the internet. Is that clear there? And this is why. And let me reiterate this to you. Only person you heard is yourself. Because you're caring about trying to get perfect. I'm not grading you on perfect. I'm grading you on trying to work through the process. Is that clear there? Because you're not going to have the internet when you go take the AP exam. And for those people that's not taking the AP exam, you definitely ain't going to have the internet when I give you my mock one. Is that clear there? So mimic what you're going to be like in May or December, depending on who's people taking the AP exam, who's not. Do I follow me on that? I'm not grading you on how accurate you are. I'm grading on can you get through the process of making contextualization paragraph. Is this a thesis paragraph, people? This is not thesis. Is that clear there? It's not thesis. This is a what paragraph? This is a introduction contextualization. Is that clear there? Is that got me on that? Don't overthink this. Let me reiterate. I am not grading you on accuracy. I am grading on can you use this formula that I'm laying out for you and can you now produce it, okay? You can be totally off. If it be totally off, but it follows the steps, I'll still be happy. I'll be like, wow, this is really off. But I get what you did. We cool. Now let's make sure we go back and review. Everybody got me on that? Let me reiterate. Your first DBQ is not going to be U.S. history related. Everybody got me on that? So that's it. I'm telling you, that's going to be your first graded DBQ. Meaning you write the outline, you come and do Socratic debate. It's not going to be U.S. history related. Because I want y'all to still ease into it. Everybody got me on that? The first one's going to probably be this week. I got like 5 to pick from. I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards Kendrick Lamar, but I'm not sure yet. But we'll just know that, again, the idea is I don't want you to be historically accurate. I want you to just get through the process, because you get through the process, when you get to the day of the test, no matter what they throw at you, at least you know the process. Everybody got me on that? Is there any questions there? Questions there? Questions? All right, so this is what I need y'all to do. Y'all hear me on this? Y'all hear me on this? Get this turned into me by tonight, okay? And I don't want to lay it over because you have more time away from you to forget. I want you to work through as much as you can. Do not let this be no stressful thing. We spent 10 minutes doing the first part, right? 20 minutes max. Put a timer. Do as much as you can in 20 minutes. Submit. And if you need to show me a timer screenshot, I don't care. 20 minutes. In fact, yes. I want y'all to upload a picture of a 20-minute timer, because I do not want you to spend more than 20 minutes doing this. Nope, I don't care. You do it in class, just submit it. But no more than 20 minutes, 10 minutes for each part. Baby girls, baby boys, I'm telling you, I need y'all to do that. This is why. I am getting you prepared to where when you actually take the test, you're going to be done and look at everybody like, why y'all not done? And that's good, because that means you have somebody to go back edit, but you also can breathe and relax. There's going to be people taking 30, 40 minutes to do what y'all doing in 10 or less. So I got me on that? We start at 10. By the end of the semester, we're going to be doing this in 5 minutes, though. Okay? And y'all know I ain't playing. I give y'all 10 minutes for the SAQs, right? Y'all good? Y'all clear? All right. So, you doing number 3, and then you pick between 4 and 5, okay, y'all?